Hey, guess how old this charger is? Apple's desktop went from looking like this in the early 90s to this in the late 90s and this in the early to late 2000s. Their laptops, on the other hand, used to look like this, and then this, and then this. If you compare that to how the modern MacBook looks, it's actually, well, it's pretty similar. The design strikingly resembles how their notebook looked like 15 years ago. But the charger, so this is a PowerBook adapter. It came out in 2001, so nearly 25 years ago. And even though it has a different end connector, if I didn't show you that, you could very likely mistake it for a modern Apple power supply. This style of connector was brought over from their previous iBook and PowerBook generations, and fun fact, it actually uses a 2.5 or in some cases 3.5mm audio jack for power. Stupid, but if you don't have one, it's easy to build one yourself. After the Intel switch and the introduction of their MacBook Pro line of products in 2006, they came out with MagSafe, but kept the same brick design. In 2012, they slightly changed the shape of the MagSafe connector for no reason, and in 2015, they switched to using USB-C on their MacBook line of products, which later ended up being used on the Pros and the Airs. Nowadays, we got MagSafe back once again in a new form factor, but the actual charging brick remains the same. And comparing it to the original PowerBook and iBook charger, I can say with some certainty that this is probably one of the oldest industrial designs still standing in Apple's lineup.